I think, you know, Fiction being kind of born and bred from a different background than these players, is really useful.
Right.
Right.
Cool to see both of them come from Brawl to Melee. And funnily enough, play Fox and really shine. And like, it's not like they chose like a super easy character.
Right, the meme is always like Sheik or Puff, you know?
Yeah, Sheik, Puff,
ICs,
but no, they play Fox, and they're amazing players. So, but I'm hyped to see this. We're starting grand finals of this tournament, and big opening for Fiction.
Yeah, shining out of that bad spot immediately and turning the tables. We're going to see yet another shine. Gets stuck in it, but
Crazy
still.
Shine choices? Very unconventional.
Sometimes if they're just close enough, might as well, right?
Yeah.
I like the attempt with the bushy tail right there, but didn't work out for him.
Yeah,
KJH
it's so hard to catch.
Too.
If you think they're going to go for edge, the answer is grab the edge.
Yeah.
People have been trying to hit that from on stage for years. The answer is grab the edge.
It's very true. Yeah. But it's hard to do that on the fly, right? You got to turn around and then wave dash.
Dash dance, wave dash back, fastball. The sledge dash. That's not how you want to start your grand final set.
Yeah, and I feel like particularly that type of SD, where it's like, all right, this is my one out to the ledge pressure, and I failed it. Like, oh man, what's going to happen next?
Yeah. But, you know, KJH is in it for the long. He knows that's part of the game. It's like what you were saying earlier. We've all been playing for so many years. He plays Fox. He knows he's going to miss a ledge dash at some point.
Yeah, just like you know, if you get grabbed on FD in this matchup, you're going to take 1 million damage.
Yeah.
Like, just
you could just die.
Don't let it phase you.
Yeah, super important. But double shine grab.
KJH right back in it, though.
Yeah.
Still trailing just a little bit. Oh, and that opening was huge.
Reverse bear F smash.
That was actually gorgeous.
Yeah, I like it. Didn't kill, though. KJH with a good DI and, like...
Yeah, he didn't even put him in that bad of a spot.
Yeah, exactly. As cool as it was. But, again, Fiction's still in the driver's seat. I feel like he's been really aggressive this whole set. And he's really... It looks like he's ready to take this tournament. It's like how it feels emotionally.
Yo, with Fiction in the driver's seat, KJH is tweeting like, yo, where the fuck my Uber driver taking me?
Yeah, where's he taking me? And I feel like... Oh, great up tilt. Oh, barely clips him. This is big. Fiction almost cheesed it there. Oh, crazy neutral from KJH.
Yeah,
you see that?
That's stare down, dude.
Yeah, dude. And what I like about Fiction, though, is he kind of just didn't interact with anything KJH was doing. He was like, look, I know you're looking for something. I don't have to know what you're looking for. I just know you're looking, so I'm just not going to do anything.
Exactly. Seeing more big picture.
Yeah, sometimes seeing big picture is a lot easier than actually understanding the individual interactions.
Yeah, I'd say that's some of like the key advice to give to new players too, right? Like, don't worry about back air or up air. It's, you know, attack.
Yeah,
or
just
grab.
Attack, defend, grab. You know, learn the basics, right? And that's, I think Fiction's so strong at that. Well, I feel like right now, KJH is kind of the opposite player. He's looking for very specific things over and over and over. So we're kind of seeing a clash of two very different approaches to playing the game.
Yeah, I'd say this is like specialist versus generalist Fox, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Fiction looking good, though. Great. I like the roll to back at it. That was actually really clever.
Yeah. I don't know if the roll is intentional, but
I actually
I'll say it was.
Yeah, he didn't want to get hit by the up B, right?
Oh, gorgeous tech there from KJH.
Amazing tech, and that could give him his chance in this game. He's going to edge. Yep, crazy angle.
And Fiction knows, like, let me just keep backing up. I don't even mind if I'm in the corner.
Yep. Hold center, full hop back air, and that's it.
There we go.
So how do you feel? If you're in winter side grand finals, you take game one solidly. Where are you at mentally?
I'm humongous chilling, dude.
Humongous chilling?
Humongous chilling, dude, 829.
Yeah. I feel like one of the traps is like getting complacent there, though, right? So sometimes I actually remind myself to double down more when I'm winning than when I'm losing.
That's actually really good to think about, right? Because if you start letting your lead slip, you're like, oh man, he's going to get me. He's going to get me.
Yeah, I think we saw it in KJH Super. It was bad for KJH, right? And I think if Fiction wants to close this out properly, what he needs to do is say, okay, I'm going to play even better this game. I'm not going to even give him like an inch. He thinks, okay, yeah, and see? I mean, this is what happens on FD, right?
Yeah. Fiction needs to double down right now because maybe that 0 to death was the complacency coming into play.
Yeah. You never know, right? And it could have just happened, right? It happens on FD to all of us. Grab edge or no? Oh?
Fiction's still trying to hit the up B maybe on the way back. Yeah.
He hasn't grabbed edge yet, so that's a read we'll maybe see play into later in the set. Like, is he going to finally grab the edge from KJH or no?
Well, that was the best shine I've seen all day.
Yeah. The side B? Yeah, best side for sure. But, I mean, Fiction evened it up. feel like Fiction's punish game has not been as clean as KJH's. Yes, he's not chain grabbing really. He's going for more creative stuff, which, I mean, 80%, but KJH gets the hit. I want to see what he'll do with it. Okay, this is his chance.
Had to bank on some missed text there from KJH, too.
Yeah.
But
and see, this is the difference, right? I always tell people this. You can punish just as hard without the chain grab, but why bother?
Right. It's just so much extra effort.
Yep. It's funny because I used to be that Fox. They're like, oh, I'm so good at tech chasing, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, it matters.
It does, yeah.
And we see KJH pulled into the lead, right?
Even if you're only punishing like, 20, 30% harder, that's going to add up over time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you have 4 stocks. 20% per stock, I mean, that's a whole extra stock pretty much. KJH gives up the punish the whole time.
Oh, gets the get-up attack. KJH looking great in the punish game in this match.
Absolutely. Definitely stronger than Fiction, but again, Fiction, I feel like the big picture, he's understanding what KJH is going for the most part.
Yeah, and I would be very surprised if we see Fiction at any point in the set counterpick to FD.
Oh, yeah.
This is definitely going to scare him off of that.
Yeah. Plus, I don't really feel like that's the type of stage he likes anyway. I mean, I'm sure Fiction's good at it. Right?
Yeah.
So, let's see.
He wanted to prove you right, man. He's like, yeah, I am, but chill. Just, let me flex.
Okay.
Was that fair one? Yeah, right?
Yeah, that was sick. Let's
Jeez.
go. I like that. Let's go, Fiction. But see, that's it. He could have done that earlier. Not that it's easy by any means, but
right.
like he has it in him.
Yeah, Fiction does seem like, a little stubborn, a little prideful sometimes. Just wants to do it his way on his terms, but when it's a W versus an L, 10 out of 10 times this man wants to go further in bracket. And now that there's nowhere further to go.
Yeah, there's nowhere further. This is the finish line. The read on the high angle. Dude,
there we go.
Dude, KJH has such good reads on people's recoveries. It's nuts.
And sometimes, you don't even have to necessarily read it as long as you're able to cover multiple options, right? And I think he's kind of doing a mix of both, but those were definitely hard calls.
Yeah, those were hard calls. That's why it was cool. But it's all just guessing at the end of the day, but like he has good guesses.
KJH just won that.
So we got 1-1. Yep, Fiction goes Dream 1. Very neutral, heavy stage.
For sure. Not going to see the same breadth of punishes that we would on FD.
Dude, sometimes as good as Fox is, sometimes his combos just don't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes the right defense, the right down holds, the right smash he has, and you're just like, how do you combo? KJH showing there, super good defense. Oh, that neutral, let's go.
That was great. The presence of mind to just go for a standing grab there.
Yep. Fiction's chance to close out.
KJH would have hit the first one.
Sometimes it feels that way, right? And yet, it's funny because Fiction's still the one winning. So sometimes it makes me wonder, because I've always felt that way about the SoCal players, where they miss so many opportunities and they still win. I'm like, damn, are you just that much better than your opponent sometimes? I feel like, catches the jump.
Wow. Also, I just want to point out the way he got that first stock. He read KJH's wake up shine, dash dance out of it, up smash. So clean.
Yep.
Really just showcasing that the strongest punish game isn't necessarily the only ticket to victory.
Yeah, there's so many ways to win in this game, right? And that's cool.
Even 20 years deep, man.
Yeah.
I love that. So it keeps me coming back.
Yeah, it keeps us all coming back, right? We all love this game, watching it, playing it, whatever. And Fiction looking so strong. This is a tough game for KJH. But I like that KJH is still sticking to his neutral game plan, right? We're still seeing good dash dances, but again, I feel like Fiction kind of knows, right? He knows when he's waiting, knows when he's going in.
Yeah, Fiction's intuition is actually insane.
Yep.
And to know, all right, I'm just going to go for down smash, do this edge guard.
Good tech by KJH.
Yeah, he always finds a way, man. I think his offstage game is also probably better than Fiction's overall.
Yep. And that says a lot, given that Fiction was force talking of this game. Up 3-1, but still, yeah, again, I don't, what do you even say about how Fiction's playing? He just, I feel like he just knows.
Yeah, I think big picture is probably the best way to see it, right? If you boil down every aspect of their gameplay, Fiction's neutral is just still a big, giant rock.
Yeah.
And all the other little things that KJH is outperforming him in aren't enough to stack up to that.
Make the difference, yeah, you're right. I did on the FD game, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. You see it there.
FD game, but
for sure.
Here, not quite.
And this is a great counterpick on Fiction's part, too,
That's the expected counterpick.
Knows his own strengths. Oh, that tech was bonkers.
He went for the crazy angle. If I was KJH, I'd pick Yoshi's in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Another stage where you could just wipe them off the board in record time.
I think Yoshi's has the second strongest punish game for Fox after FD. because the lower platforms kind of make it easy to up air people and stuff. You kill him really easily off the side. So
yeah, the up air tech chases are brutal there. But oh, it's going to be stadium. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I guess this would be the third most just because of the ceiling.
Hard punishing, yeah. And again, the combos are really good. And I feel like, maybe KJH doesn't want to back down to neutral. I mean, KJH is neutral, nothing to stop that. So,
absolutely not, yeah.
It's better sometimes it's better to be confident even in the things you're losing at, right?
Right, like we're out here, comparing his neutral to Fiction, saying like, oh, Fiction's outperforming him in this area, but then you take KJH as neutral versus the rest of the world, and it's like leagues above.
Yeah, and he's still in grand finals.
Yeah.
And it's not like he was beating, honestly, when they played earlier, I feel like KJH's neutral was actually better. So I feel like, Fiction getting to play him in so many games is actually working in Fiction's favor pretty well.
Yeah, that grind, man. Maybe it's that Brawl player mental stamina. Of course, those days are long gone, but either way, you still retain a lot of the same skill set.
I like Brawl a lot, but I can only play for an hour straight at a time.
Right,
because of the mental stamina required. Like,
it was a tough game.
Yeah.
Not on your hands, but definitely on your brain. And we see Fiction just able to capitalize on both of those aspects, right?
Yeah.
Just very talented player overall.
Absolutely.
KJH right now doing quite well.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was so good.
The whole sequence was so clean. Dash Dance grab, falling up there. Fiction's looking good.
These guys are like the perfect match for each other too, man.
It's a really cool match. Oh, I agree.
You watch Thrones?
No.
We got a Song of Ice and Fire going on right now, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know the title.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's like,
yeah, I feel like you couldn't not know it by this point.
For sure. Great dash dance grab by Fiction. Again, knowing when KJH is going to go in, and I feel like Fiction knows when to go in so well, when to turn it up. Great up tilt.
Just his game sense is really good.
Yeah.
KJH, though, is so rehearsed. Every micro decision that he's making just feels like it's got that polish on it.
Yeah. Fiction knows he can't get there in time, goes for the pressure instead. Fiction trying to be so aggressive right now. It's nuts. And now he slows it down.
All right, will this be the turning point in the set? Yeah, KJH coming out of the gate big.
Shine sends the wrong way, though. Oh, that could have been the stock for him.
Yeah, he gave up center stage by hitting him, which is super tough.
Yeah, that's never what you want, but good pressure by KJH. Has him in the corner. Good trade for him, honestly.
Love that. Beats out the spot dodge. That's probably Fiction's greatest downfall in the neutral, is that he falls back on spot dodge a lot.
Yeah. We saw it versus none. We saw it here.
Well, KJH, though, picking up some bad habits by association.
And sometimes you've got to. It's like, in Melee, like, even though, like you said, the frame data is not always, you just have to.
Yeah.
You literally have to.
If they're barreling at you with a grab on a character as fast as Fox.
Exactly, right? That's the thing. If they're going to grab you, sometimes spot dodge is like all you can actually do.
Yeah. Unless you're just, ready for the shine out of shield.
Yeah.
Even then, that's still slower.
We've actually barely seen any forward throw games, so that was kind of cool. Oh, okay. Gets a solid 40, though. Reads the spot dodge. A big opening for KJH.
These launchers, man, these up smashes.
Yeah, dude, the launchers make such a difference in this matchup.
That's definitely Fox's standing ass, but that's
for the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it really felt like KJH had the fire. He was bringing back the game, but dude, Fiction looking so good.
Yeah, and he just didn't make mistakes in some of the key situations that KJH did.
Sometimes that's what matters, right? Like literally nothing else matters sometimes.
Right. Just keep your head on straight and watch your opponent.